The- Hi guys. Hope I'm in frame. What's up, YouTube? What's going on? I missed you guys. I think that this "I missed you guys" is like a national anthem right now, right? Oh Lord. Okay, guys, let's get serious. I hope I'm in frame though. I haven't. Let me fix my thing. Okay, guys, let's start the video. Okay, let's start, guys. So guys, welcome back. Hope you're blessed. Hope you're feeling fine. Dandy. Hope you're beautiful, amazing, licious, Coca-Cola-stic, Fantalicious, and every yummy thing you can think of, guys. I don't know, is it chocolate you love, whatever it is, or you want barbecue, whatsoever. Just take your popcorn. Let us chat today, guys. Look, I'm super excited. I have plenty of gist from my side. I don't know about you guys. If you have gist for me, please in the comments below, leave me a comment, guys. I miss you guys so very much. It's like a lot has been going on. I missed you guys. And this time around, look, we have to spill plenty of tea because there's so much to talk about. I really missed you guys, like for real. Like I'm super excited. It's been a while. Like I have so much energy in me that I'm trying to calm down and control myself because I've been having comments. Some people tell me, oh, you keep yelling, you're screaming. Guys, that's because I have some technicalities or technical issues I'm trying to resolve. So guys, listen. Today, as you can already see, let's talk about the kind of people, or let's talk about signs when you see in a partner. Don't date that person. I know some people, this topic is going to be a little bit controversial. Some people tell you, oh no, Bella, I think you're a little bit harsh when you say that. And I always say this, and I have a video about red flags, guys. Go ahead and watch that. I'm praying and hoping that I'm going to put it in the description box, guys. Let's talk about not some red flags. Let's talk about some signs in somebody. When you see the signs, right, you have to run, flee. Even the Bible says, flee from the devil and he's gonna depart from you. So go ahead, guys. If you see these signs in a guy or in a girl that you're interested in, run 990. It's just a slang we say back in my home country. When they say run 990, it's like you gotta run, guys. So let's talk about it. Number one, if this person is very, very arrogant and rude. Yeah. So some months ago, there was this guy who, was talking to me just like a mutual, kind of thing. And he was telling me that, oh, I love this girl so much. And this girl is so rude and arrogant. And because of that, that is a red flag. Because of that, he ended up not going with this girl. And this got me thinking that, wow, this is a very important thing. The thing is, most people will not realize it. And I always say this to my friends and loved ones. Somebody will never, or they may never, ever remember the exact words she said. Whatever it is she said, they may not remember what you said exactly, word verbatim, like, oh, they said these exact words. They will forget it. They will never remind it, or remember rather. They will never always keep it in their mind. But I'm telling you, this one is for sure. They will always remember how you made them feel each time you said whatever it is you said. So if you tell people rubbish and talk down on people, you're very rude, you're arrogant, people will forget that. But they will always remember how you made them feel. If you are a talker, use your mouth to say things that build people up. Use your words to edify somebody. It could be your partner. Use your words or your mouth to say things that will encourage them, boost their self-esteem. If you meet somebody who uses their mouth to say things that are very disgusting, guys, you have to run from them. Don't date such a person, because there will come a time, or there will definitely, because it's gonna happen, there will be a time where you come back home, maybe from a tiring day, from a very exhausting day, and you really want to talk with them, like, hey, this is how my day was. They will trash talk you, and I'm telling you that your life will never be the same again, because they will talk down on you, trash talk you, and make you feel that you're worthless. Why? Because of their pride and their arrogance. Yeah, guys, that's what happens when you live by the road. So guys, number two, if you meet someone who is very unforgiving, don't date them. You know, the truth is, in life, we all go through lots of stuff. And don't, simply because you did not go through certain things in your life, it doesn't mean that, you know, some people didn't go. People respond to certain things in a different way. Maybe growing up, you were well beaten and trashed and stuff like that, and maybe you grew up and it didn't affect you. Some other person may be beaten and, you know, maybe done lesser, or they may do lesser things to them, and they can't handle that because your resistance to pain and stuff like that is different from another person. But if you meet someone who is unforgiving, don't date such a person. Somebody who maybe you may do something to them today, and then after 3, 4, 5, 10 years, they'll tell you that, oh, you did this thing to me. Don't get me wrong, guys. Let me clarify this before I keep talking. It's very different, when you forgive somebody and when you forget about something. Listen, there are things that people have done to me in life that I've never forgotten about it. Some people will lie to you and tell you that, oh, you know what? If you truly forgave that person, you should forget about it. That is a big no-no, and it's a lie. Nobody, there are some things that you can never forget in life. Now, let me give this funny story, right? I was talking to a friend of mine the other day. I told her, like, I have a wound, like on my finger. You cannot see it obviously from a camera, but I have a wound of this. This happened when I was probably like 5 years old, but I still remember it like it was yesterday. How did I get this one? It's because when I used to go to school like a baby, I always used to give out my pencils to people. Every time I come back, my grandmom is gonna ask me like, what happened to the pencils? I'm like, oh, I gave it to so and so because they didn't have a pencil. I gave it to so and so, they didn't have a pencil. And my grandmom was like, why do you keep giving pencils? I said, because they don't have. Because I knew they always used to get me like a big box of pencils. I'll always come home, I know I'm gonna take a new one. So on one of these days, I'd given my pencil, and I had been given an embargo, like, hey, no more giving of pencils when you go to school. So on one of these days, I'd given my pencil out on a Friday. It was a Monday morning. I needed a pencil. I couldn't go back to my grandmom and say, oh, explain what had happened rather to the pencil. So I came back home and I stole the pencil, which was definitely my pencil, and I tried to sharpen it, and I had this one. Why am I giving this story? Somebody will be like, oh, why you reiterating or telling us this story? It's because this thing happened, maybe I was like 5 years or 6 years old or something, but I still remember it up to today. Why am I saying this? People, like I said in number one, people will always forget maybe what you said, but how you made them feel, they will always remember it. You may do something to somebody, maybe trash talk them, you may look down on them or do something. You can forgive them, but you may not. The probability that you forget that thing is very, very difficult. I don't know if we're on the same page. Let me give an example. If someone is always stealing your money, you forgive them that, hey, yesterday you stole my money. But today, I won't forget the fact that you stole my money yesterday, but still giving you or leaving money laying about carelessly, right? When I'm with you, I will definitely put my money in the room or in my drawer or hide it or something. So why am I giving that example? I forgave you for yesterday, but I haven't forgotten that you are still a thief, right? Or the probability that you will steal my money is still, the chances are still high. So I'm going to do my own part by making sure that I don't keep my money lying around when you are around. But I've forgiven you. We are moving on. I may trust you. This is very important. I may trust you with some other things. So with that, being clarified and all of that, I'm moving on to unforgiveness. There are some people that they are so unforgiving. They will tell you day in, day out, oh my gosh, I had this ex 10 years or 50 years ago or donkey years ago. I will never forgive them because they did this to me, they did that to me, they did this to me. Listen, you can forgive people, but you can have nothing to do with them. That's very good, accurate, and that's what we do here. We are not going to have negative energy by, talking about them all the time, making them ruin our days. We are moving on to the next thing. We are going to be more happier than yesterday. We will definitely be better than yesterday and all of that. But don't be with somebody who is very unforgiving. Not even to their ex only. Oh, my mom did this to me when I was a kid 30 years ago or 70 years ago. I will never forgive her. Although this person was a very good friend of mine, she already died, I will never forgive her. There are people like that. They will never forgive you for anything. You may even be, let's say you are in a relationship with them, and yesterday or maybe last year you guys had an argument. Today, you see them crying, you ask them, hey babe, or what's going on? Oh, don't you remember 5 years ago, you did so and so thing to me? They never forgive you. You know, it's different when you forgive someone. They think maybe in your mind, but you don't have to keep bringing it up. Like, oh, I will never forgive you for that thing, but we can move on to other things. No, don't date such a person. Somebody who is very, very unforgiving, guys. No, that's not the person for you. If you are supposed to be in a relationship, or if you want to be in a relationship, forgiveness is one of the things. You must learn to forgive. You must learn to let go of things sometimes. If you don't want to forgive or let go, then you are not ready for a relationship and you are so immature, guys. I'm sorry if that came off kind of maybe harsh or something like that. Then so guys, the next thing is, if your partner or the person that you guys are talking and all whatnot, if they don't put you as a priority, don't date such people. Listen, people have different love languages. Some people love attention. If your love language is attention and your partner is not ready to give you that, then don't be with them. First of all, guys, everybody loves attention in some way, shape, or form. Whether we like it or not, people want to be secure. I think the word I should have used was everybody wants to be secured in something and with somebody. Don't get me wrong, I always say this all the time. Make sure that you have your self-esteem. Make sure that you love yourself, you know who you are, what you're about, and be sufficient, be self-sufficient. Don't wait for someone to, make you feel sufficient and all whatnot. Yes, I say that all the time. But listen, there is some kind of security that comes when you know that, first of all, I'm confident in myself. First of all, I love myself and all of that. Just knowing that somebody else loves you will give you like, okay, this is my partner, like I'm with this person. I don't know if you're trying to, maybe I don't know if I'm explaining it well to you the way I'm feeling it over here, guys. But let me know like from your angle. Do you always like someone putting you as a priority? If you have to be with somebody, it's about, okay, I know I come first in certain things, but I also choose to let you come first in most of the things in my life. That is what a relationship is all about. If you cannot sacrifice to put your partner first, then you're not ready for a relationship. You're not even ready to date someone, talk less of marriage. Let me give an example. In Africa, most of the time, they'll tell the women that, oh, you have to cook for your husband, you have to clean, do this, right? So let me say from a woman's point of view, for example, if you are a lady and you cannot sacrifice some certain things for your man, then you're not ready for a relationship. What am I talking about? Let me give an example. You are all tired, we are all tired, and let's say you get back home some days and oh babe, I'm so tired and all of that, and maybe your husband is not feeling good, or sorry, your boyfriend rather, we're not talking about husbands yet. Maybe your partner is not feeling good and they're like, oh, I really need medication and stuff like that, and you should be able to say, you know what, I'm tired, but let me just go online, maybe order medication, or let me go to the store and get you something to help with your pain. That's, you are a sacrificial person. You have decided to put them a priority at that time. Although you are tired, you are ready to do this. Don't get me wrong, guys. There are certain times that you will do that for a partner. Well, I think I'm going to do a video about this one, because sometimes you sacrifice, you do the best you can do for somebody who is very ungrateful, guys. But today, let's just focus on the fact that you should be able to put your partner number one. Hope I'm communicating, guys. Let me know in the comments below. So the next thing I want us to talk about is don't date someone that has a very low self-esteem, or someone that has a lot of inferiority complex. Don't get me wrong, whether you really like it or not, right? There will always be something in your life that you're not so confident about. Now, let me open up myself and share some things with you. Growing up, and before I started having like this confidence that, oh, I'm beautiful and all whatnot, at first I used to think, oh my gosh, I'm not beautiful enough. At first I used to say, because when I go somewhere, everybody's like, oh Bella, you're tall and all whatnot, and I used to be like, oh my gosh, maybe I'm too tall. I didn't really like it. I wasn't so confident about that. Oh, I'm too tall. Oh, it kind of made me feel a little bit inferior. And another thing, right, I used to talk about my teeth. I used to tell my mom, if you're close to me and my friends, I always tell them that, oh, I have a rabbit teeth. I wasn't so confident about my dental, or like my dentition and stuff like that. Guess what? With time, I love my teeth. I'm just wondering how my face would be if my teeth was not like this. I really love my teeth, right? Let me show you. I know that's dumb, guys. Today we are showing it, like today we are doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Don't get me wrong, but I love my dental formula. I love my dentition. Before, I love my height. Right now I carry my height the way I like. I wear heels because before I never really used to like it, or when I wear heels I want to like put my shoulder down because of, you know, low self-esteem. Don't get me wrong, people will always feel inferior about certain things, but the people, or the kind of people I'm talking about, right, is those people that they are inferior about everything. They have a low self-esteem about everything. Their color, their height, their size, like everything that you can think of or think about on this planet Earth, right? Yeah, they are inferior about it. They have a low self-esteem about everything. Their IQ, their husband, they're even inferior. They're even having an inferiority complex about you, their partner. Like there's nothing in life that they are proud of. Listen, in life you need to be happy for something. You need to be proud for something, about something. Because if you don't have anything that you like, you don't have anything that you're proud of, nothing. So you don't have a reason to live for. If there's nothing that you can stand for, then you will fall for anything. Why am I saying this? If you meet someone who has an inferiority complex with everything, there's nothing that they like, there's nothing, you know, there's this thing in broken English, right? They say any bend pot gets it covered. It means that any pot, irrespective of the shape of it, it may be an oblong pot, it may be oval, it may be whatever kind of crazy shape it is, there's always going to be a lead for it. So if you think that they are fabricated, maybe a diagonal or what kind of shape that you can phantom in this world, even the shape of that pot may be like an amoeba, right? There's still going to be a lead for that pot. Why am I saying? You may say that, oh, I don't like my teeth, like I was saying, or my dental formula. You may say, I don't like my height, my color, whatever. There is somebody, that person that is meant for you, when he or she sees you, they will love you for who you are. I hope I'm clear on that, guys, or I hope we are clear on that. So don't be with somebody who is very, very inferior about themselves and about everything in life, and they don't even have one thing that they are proud of. Don't. If you want to see a video of how to handle or deal with inferiority complex and stuff like that, guys, leave a comment. I'll do a video about that. So guys, the last but not the least tip, right? You know, we just spoke about being inferior or low self-esteem and stuff like that. The mother or the cousin of low self-esteem is negativity. There are people that they are negative about everything. They're negative about today. They're negative about their past. They're negative about their future. It doesn't matter what you do to them, you do for them, you do with them, they'll always be negative. Don't date somebody who is negative about everything. There are people that you will find that they are negative about everything. Wherever they are, they are negative about it. Their career, negative. Their health, negative. Finances, negative. There is nothing that they'll ever tell you that I'm proud of this thing, or we can do this thing. Or if you bring a proposal to them like, hey, what do you think about this? Let's start a business. Let's do this. They'll tell you you can't do it. Why? Because your father's uncle's nephew's cousin's child never did it. It never worked for them. It will not work for you. Oh, black people can never have this. You know, negativity comes with a lot of stereotypes. They will tell you, oh, shut your ears to them. There will be people who tell you that, oh, you know, nobody in your family ever did this. They will never tell you that no one in your family ever did this. I believe in you that you can do this. People, some of them are negative all the time. Don't date such people, guys. If you like this kind of content, guys, I want to do more videos like this. If you like this kind of content, give me thumbs up. Like, share, subscribe, guys. And I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to a great roller coaster lifestyle with you guys. Remember that you are beautiful. You watching me, you are the beauty of Christ. You are amazing. And remember, go out there, be the best version of yourself. Love yourself, treat yourself the best way it is that you can think of, guys. Until next time, it's plenty of love from moi to you. Mwah.